Have you ever wondered how powerful communication can be? In the grand scheme of personal and professional success, few factors are as pivotal, yet as delicate, as the art of effective communication. The ability to express yourself clearly and understand others can spell the difference between misunderstanding and harmony, failure and success. Picture this. You've clearly communicated your intentions here, listened attentively there, and just like that, you've successfully navigated the labyrinth of successful communication. It's a rewarding feeling, to be sure. The sense of accomplishment that comes from knowing that you've mastered the art of communication is unparalleled. It's a virtue, a skill that we should all strive for. It encourages understanding, builds relationships, and bridges the gaps between what we think and what we express. But what happens when you fail to communicate effectively? What happens when your words are misunderstood or your intentions are misinterpreted? That's what we're here to explore today. Ineffective communication can be like walking a tightrope. On one side, you have the promise of mutual understanding. On the other, the risk of confusion and conflict. And that's where the challenge lies. When you fail to articulate your thoughts clearly, it's easy for others to misunderstand you. They might interpret your silence as indifference or your words as hostility. It's like speaking a different language, only for others to misinterpret your words. You may find yourself in conflicts, misunderstandings, and sometimes even damaging your relationships. And all this because of poor communication. It's a difficult situation to be in, a paradox that can be both physically and emotionally draining. The irony of it all is, poor communication can lead to the very opposite of what you intended. Instead of fostering understanding, it can breed confusion. Instead of promoting a positive atmosphere, it can cause tension and conflict. Ineffective communication can create an unhealthy dynamic where your intentions are misinterpreted or even disregarded. It can make you feel invisible, misunderstood, unappreciated. Yet, it's a predicament that many of us find ourselves in. But don't despair. Walking the tightrope of effective communication is challenging, but it's not an impossible feat. The key is to strike a balance between expressing yourself and understanding others. A balance where you can assert your thoughts, yet still maintain the harmony of your relationships. Prepare yourself, as we're about to take a thrilling walk on the tightrope of effective communication. We're about to explore the thin line between expressing yourself and understanding others. This journey is not just about speaking or listening. It's about learning to control your words, not letting them control you. It's about standing firm in your thoughts, yet still being kind and understanding to those around you. It's about finding a middle ground where you can enjoy successful communication without compromising your relationships or your peace of mind. It's a journey that requires balance, patience, and a clear understanding of your communication goals. It's a journey that will test your resolve, push your boundaries, and ultimately redefine your relationship with words. So, are you ready? Strap on your communication shoes, because we're about to take a walk on the tightrope of effective communication. We're about to delve deep into the fine line between expressing yourself and understanding others. Let's delve into some real-life examples to illustrate this further. Consider the case of Sarah, a successful businesswoman who was renowned for her silence and lack of communication. Sarah, with her radiant demeanor and consistent willingness to work hard, was a shining exemplar of professionalism in her industry. However, as the old saying goes, silence is golden. Sarah's extraordinary silence soon began to create misunderstandings. Sarah's colleagues, who once respected her for her professionalism, started perceiving her silence as indifference. They began to misinterpret her lack of communication, knowing that her aversion to confrontation would prevent any backlash. Deadlines were carelessly ignored, and tasks were left half done, with the team members growing increasingly confident that Sarah would not react. This attitude permeated the team, and their overall performance began to decline significantly. Sarah found herself unjustly bearing the brunt of this incompetence. Her superiors, noticing the drop in productivity and efficiency, began to question her leadership abilities. They saw a team that was consistently underperforming and a manager who appeared unable to steer them back on track. Sarah's inability to communicate effectively was having a profound impact on not just her team's performance, but also her professional standing. She was increasingly perceived as a weak leader, incapable of instilling discipline or motivation. This perception started to erode her once sterling reputation. Sarah's tale is a poignant reminder that poor communication can lead to unexpectedly severe repercussions. It can blur the distinct lines of professionalism and mutual respect, resulting in an environment devoid of accountability and discipline. This destructive pattern can reduce a leader to a mere spectator, and a team to a group of underperformers who lack initiative and drive. Poor communication, while a common issue, can become a downfall when not addressed. It can damage professional reputations, hinder career progression, and even lead to failure when not balanced with effective communication skills. Being silent is not always golden, but it is equally essential to be judicious and verbally smart to ensure that respect and professionalism are sustained in any setting. So, we come back to the question that begs to be asked. What could Sarah have done differently? How could she have balanced her silence with effective communication to ensure a positive and productive work environment? What measures could she have taken to prevent her silence from becoming her downfall? Let's delve deeper and examine that.